I'm just about to grab up some of the vintage and pop culture things that I sold online today. First up, I got a couple of books from my collection. Right here is a vintage Peanuts book that was actually meant to teach you how to speak French. I've also got this Little Lulu book from 1974. I actually found a whole bunch of Little Lulu items, like games, dolls. They're really cool, and a lot of people have been finally starting to notice them and picking these up. And then this book from 1959 called The Big Little Dinosaur. I'm not sure why it's called The Big Little Dinosaur. They look like average-sized dinosaurs, but what do I know? Really cool artwork in this one, though. I like it. Of course, that's why I pick all these up, is mainly because of the artwork. And then another book that sold is this one called Anatole. It's actually part of a series based on this little French mouse. And I never know if it's Anatole or Anatoly. But this one is Anatoly. I'm going to say Anatoly. This one is Anatoly and the Toy Shop. And the thing I like about this book is it does a thing that they do in the older books where one page will be colored that's based on the sort of 3 color tones that they have in the book already. So it'll do things like this. And then this whole page is blue. I always really dig that. So this book's going out today too. Also recently, I had gone to Prague. I actually did a talk at a tech conference for my band. And while I was there, I decided to go look for some knick-knack places. And one of them that I found was called Bric-a-Brac, which is ironic because one of the stores I love in Chicago is called Bric-a-Brac. And they sell more pop culture stuff. This was more of a real antique type place. And they had a bunch of old Czech comic books. Not comic books, but like an illustrator who made books. And this one here actually just sold. It's all in Czech. I don't know what it says. We met the shop owner while we were there, and he was very nice. He actually saw us grabbing a bunch of things while we were there. I wasn't thinking of how I was going to get these things back home to the States, but I was just buying all this stuff. And he could tell right away that we were collectors. And his name was Milos. And he invited us behind the counter, and we sat there and he made us espresso, and we talked all day about how he came from Yugoslavia and started his store there. It was a really cool experience and conversation. We got a few things from there, actually. One of the other things that we picked up was this vintage wind-up clown, and it's got a key on it here. And it was just really cool. Hold on, let me set this up for you so you can see it. So it took us a while to figure out where the key was, but it's in the back here somewhere. And when you wind it up, and he dances like this. I just love how it shakes his badonkadonk while he's dancing. Anyway, I didn't sell that. I just wanted to show it to you. And also to tell you about the trip and this cool experience that we got to have in this little sort of vintage antique alcove. And then also one other thing we sold, I forgot I had. It's a thing called a recipe converter. So it goes like this. It's from like the 50s or 60s. I don't remember offhand. And it's got a little thing to convert different recipe sizes and styles. And like if it says this many, it means this many in the other one. And it's just got a little turning thing. It's essentially like something that could be written on an index card, but this one is set up for a display like this. And regardless, it's kind of a cool little old looking thing to put in the kitchen. Like this totally looks like something that would have been in my grandma's house. So those are some of the things that I'm going to be shipping out today.